What up, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, November 6, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. The creative team behind Netflix's House of Cards is writing out Kevin Spacey's character for the political drama's sixth and final season. The Hollywood Reporter cited unnamed sources for its article about the development. Netflix confirmed this week production on the show has been halted in the wake of the allegations claiming the 58-year-old actor had sexually harassed and abused numerous people, including Star Trek Discovery actor Anthony Rapp, dating back to the 1980s. An insider told the entertainment industry trade newspaper they shut it down to figure out how to write him out. A Netflix representative said in his email statement to NBC News Friday, Netflix will not be involved with any further production of House of Cards that includes Kevin Spacey. We will continue to work with MRC during this hiatus time to evaluate our path forward as it relates to the show. The statement continued referencing to the production partner Media Rights Capital. Netflix also said it will not release as planned the biopic Gore, which Spacey starred in and produced. Spacey's publicist announced this week that the two-time Oscar-winning actor is taking the time necessary to seek evaluation and treatment. Jeremy Piven's scheduled Friday appearance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert was canceled by CBS due to the actor being accused of sexual harassment by two women. Piven was replaced by Ronan Farrow, who wrote the New Yorker article about film producer Harvey Weinstein's sexual misconduct that helped ignite the industry's wide sexual harassment scandal. CBS said in a statement, Jeremy Piven's interview for Friday's broadcast was pre-taped earlier this week on Monday, October 30th. Since we were unable to address recent developments in that interview, we are replacing that segment with a new guest. Piven was accused of sexual harassment Monday by actress Adrienne Bellemare, who said the actor groped her on the set of Entourage, which Piven starred in, and at the Playboy Mansion. Bellemare tweeted, "Hey, at Jeremy Piven, remember when you cornered me in your trailer on the hashtag Entourage set? Remember grabbing my boobies on the couch emoji without asking?" She added in a second tweet, Jeremy Piven on two occasions cornered me and forcefully fondled my breast and bum, once at the mansion and once on set. Hashtag me too. Piven denies the allegations, saying it takes a great deal of courage for victims to come forward with their histories, and my hope is that the allegations about me that didn't happen do not detract from stories that should be heard. Actress Cassidy Freeman then came forward with her accusations against Piven on Instagram alongside a photo of an article about the 52-year-old denying Bellemare's claims. Freeman wrote, "And whether or not her accusations are true, the truth is I know you. I know what you did and attempted to do to me when I was far too young. That I know, and you know it too, unless there were so many of us that you can't remember." Former child star Corey Feldman has alleged his License to Drive and Dream a Little Dream co-star Jon Grissom sexually abused him when he was a teen. The 46-year-old actor, who is also known for his work in the 1980s classic The Lost Boys, The Goonies, and Stand By Me, has long maintained he was molested by several men as a youth, but he declined to publicly identify the alleged perpetrators until now. Feldman called the Los Angeles Police Department Thursday during an appearance on the Dr. Oz show to talk about filing a report against Grissom and the others he said harmed him. Television host Meza Oz said in a Facebook video his legal counsel looked into Grissom and found he had a lengthy arrest record, spending time in prison for a child molestation conviction in a separate case in 2003. He has also been accused of assault, theft, and drug offenses as well. Oz went to say Feldman disclosed to him the names of several other alleged offenders privately. Feldman said he had previously tried to report the alleged crimes against him to the Santa Barbara Police Department in 1993, but nothing ever came to his efforts. The backstage video filmed at the Dr. Oz show featured Feldman and appealed to raise the $10 million he says he needs to make a documentary that will expose Hollywood's pedophiles and bring them to justice. He also says he intends to use the money to protect him and his family from anyone who might try to silence him physically and legally. An updated edition of the anthology series The Twilight Zone is in the works at CBS All Access. Bricoy Leslie Movies, the chief executive officer of CBS Corp, is saying in a conference call with investors Thursday, All Access will be the home of a new version of one of the most iconic television shows of all time, The Twilight Zone. The Hollywood Reporter says Get Out filmmaker Jordan Peele is in talks to produce the series through his Monkey Paw production company, with Marco Ramirez set to write the scripts and act as showrunner. The original Twilight Zone, a collection of sci-fi and horror stories that feature an array of iconic guest stars, aired for 5 seasons on CBS from 1959 to 1964. Host Rod Serling wrote or co-wrote most of the show's 156 episodes. CBS All Access is the home of the original series Star Trek Discovery and The Good Fight. One of 2 units filming Season 2 of HBO's science fiction Western series Westworld has ceased production due to an actor suffering from a medical emergency. The star's identity, a recurring character on the show, has not been announced. HBO said in a statement, due to a medical emergency involving a performer in a recurring role on Season 2 of Westworld, filmed on one of the 2 units has been temporarily suspended. They continued by saying the cast member was not on set when this occurred, and out of respect for the performer's privacy, we have no additional details to share other than everyone at Westworld sincerely hopes for a quick recovery. The award-winning series is expected to return with Season 2 in the spring of 2018. It is unclear if the production delay will affect the premiere date. DreamWorks' Trollhunters Season 2 is scheduled to begin streaming on Netflix December 15th. Series newcomers Mark Hamill, Lena Headey, and David Bradley will join returning voice actors Kelsey Grammer, Stephen Yang, Angelica Houston, Jonathan Hyde, Amy Landecker, and Charlie Saxton for the fresh runs of episodes. The late Anton Yelchin completed recording through the end of this season before his death last year. He voiced the lead role of Jim Lake, an ordinary teen turned troll hunter, who faces new challenges in his battle to protect his home-inhabited hometown of Arcadia and the fantastical troll world he inherited, noted a press release that accompanied the new season's first trailer. The synopsis explains Jim's risky decision to enter the Darklands, unearths startling discoveries, forces him and his friends to face gripping consequences as they race to end the battle against evil. The animated show is created and executive produced by filmmaker Guillermo del Toro. Guardians of the Galaxy star Chris Pratt posted on Instagram a photo of him with his brother Cully and 5-year-old son Jack after a screening of the latest Marvel movie. Pratt captioned the image of him and his family members offering their best Thor poses in front of a showcase displaying costumes from the superhero movie. Holy crap, Thor Ragnarok is absolutely amazing. Ian said that this is Pratt's first Instagram post since he and his wife, actress Anna Faris, announced 3 months ago they were splitting after 8 years of marriage. Actress Helena Bonham Carter has signed on to narrate Saying Goodbye, a BBC Children in Need documentary about kids dealing with the death of their parents. The film is to debut November 14th on BBC One. Carter said in a statement, "I am delighted to be on board with this year's BBC Children in Need appeal and to narrate Saying Goodbye. It is a privilege to be able to be involved with such a heart-rending film which shares such honest and important stories from children and young people as they cope with the death of a parent or are facing this possibility. I hope this film strikes a chord with people across the United Kingdom and encourages them to donate to BBC Children in Need to enable the charity to continue to support children and young people who need it most." Director Nick Red added, "Coping with the bereavement of a loved one at any age is difficult, but the loss of a loved one at a young age can be particularly hard. In the United Kingdom, a young person under the age of 18 will have to deal with the death in the family every 22 minutes. With so many children and young people experiencing or preparing for bereavement, we feel this film importantly sheds a light on their challenges. It also highlights the needs for projects such as those funded by BBC Children in Need, which offers bereaved children and young people support through these difficult times. Carter's credits include the Harry Potter franchise, The King's Speech, and Alice in Wonderland." Aidy Bryant revived her impression of White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders on this weekend's edition of Saturday Night Live. The pre-recorded sketch showed Bryant as Sanders alternating between taking questions from the White House press corps and singing Demi Lovato's Confident in a fantasy sequence. The musical scenes featured Sanders writhing across the desk of the Oval Office, breaking through a huge copy of the New York Times and dancing in a leotard and jacket that says, "The Huck." Jeffrey Dean Morgan says he thinks his character Negan has done something worse than commit murder on The Walking Dead. Asked recently at a New York Comic-Con press conference if there's a scene he filmed in which he wishes Negan made a different choice, Morgan described the moment in Season 7. In the scene, Negan tells his rival leader, Andrew Lincoln's Rick, that he will kill the surviving members of his group if Rick doesn't chop off the arm of his own teen son Carl, played by Chandler Riggs. Morgan recalled, "That was a rough scene for me. As a real-life dad, too, you can't help but think about that stuff every now and then. As much fun as I had that whole episode, that was a rough way to go. Even worse than the killing of Glenn, played by Stephen Yen, and Abraham, played by Michael Cutlitz, I think, was trying to make a dad cuts off his son's arm." He joked, "That being said, I don't really take it back. It was important for the character development. I'm talking about Rick." Season 8 of The Walking Dead airs on AMC Sunday nights. Comedian Patton Oswalt married actress Meredith Salenger at the Jim Henson Company lot in Hollywood. E! News reported a female friend of the couple officiated their brief Jewish wedding, which was attended by Everett Carradine, Martha Plimpton, and Questlove on Saturday. One witness said everyone was coming up and congratulating Patton and Meredith. They seemed blissfully happy and in love. Us Weekly noted the pair announced their engagement in July, more than a year after Oswalt's first wife, writer Michelle McNamara, died in her sleep from a mix of prescription medication and an undiagnosed heart condition. McNamara is also survived by Alice, her 8-year-old daughter, with Oswalt. Helena Baldwin, the wife of 30 Rock and Saturday Night Live actor Alec Baldwin, announced via Instagram she is pregnant with their 4th child. She captioned a photo of her and her husband playing on the floor with their 3 preschool-age children and their dog. Our Baldwin Linktos are getting a new teammate this spring. We're so excited. She said she plans to reveal the baby's sex Saturday afternoon. The couple are already parents to Carmen, 4, Raphael, 2, and Leonardo, 1, E! News said. Alec is also the father of an adult daughter, Ireland, with his ex-wife, actress Kim Basinger. Katharine McPhee celebrated rumored boyfriend David Foster's 68th birthday. The 33-year-old actress and singer attended dinner with Foster and his daughters Sarah, 36, and Aaron, 35, Wednesday at Craig's Restaurant in Los Angeles, according to Us Weekly. Sources said McPhee and Foster spaced out their arrivals at the restaurant because they didn't want to draw attention to themselves. E! News reported, however, that the pair left the establishment together. Insiders said it was a really nice dinner. Everyone was joking around and giving him a hard time about his age, but David was loving it. Another source added, Katharine was by his side the entire time. David and her were affectionate. He had his arm around her at all times, and they looked happy. Us Weekly reported in October that McPhee and Foster started seeing each other in the spring. The pair were spotted together in Malibu in May and attended the Grammy Museum Gala together in September. Source said, David Foster and Katharine are hooking up and casually dating on the down low. They're just having fun right now, but they have such a good chemistry and really connect organically on so many levels. The insider added, there's potential for big things to escalate in the future. Aaron and Sarah are particularly fond of Katharine and think she is just the most wonderful person. They're totally Team McFoster. McPhee split from Nick Kokas in 2013 after 5 years of marriage and finalized her divorce in February 2016. Foster finalized his divorce from Yolanda Hadid in October after splitting from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum in December 2015. Former Veronica Mars actor Brad Bufanda reportedly has died after jumping off a building in Los Angeles. He was 34. TMZ reported Bufanda's body was found early Wednesday morning. The actor had a suicide note on him. Bufanda's manager, Kristen Solomon, said in a statement to Deadline.com Friday, "We're completely devastated, for he was an extremely talented young actor and wonderful, caring human being. He was reviving his career, having just completed 2 movies, and we're shocked and saddened by his passing. The family would appreciate privacy at this difficult time." His credits include Roseanne, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Malcolm in the Middle, Even Stevens, Days of Our Lives, CSI Miami, Boston Public, and A Cinderella Story. Veronica Mars alum Francis Capra said on Twitter, "This is beyond heartbreaking. I have no hashtags to call, but if you can read this, I love you, Robin. I'm so very sorry. Hashtag Brad Bufanda." Co-star Piercy Daggs III tweeted, "His spirit and energy was endearing, and saddened by this, praying God's comfort and love over his loved ones." The mother of The Tonight Show host Jimmy Fallon has died at the age of 68. A family representative told People magazine in a statement, Jimmy Fallon's mother Gloria died peacefully on Saturday without specifying the cause of the woman's death. Jimmy was at his mother's bedside along with her loved ones when she passed away at NYU Langone Medical Center in New York City. Our prayers go out to Jimmy and his family as they go through this tough time. The 43-year-old comedian canceled Friday's scheduled taping of his chat program due to a, quote, private family matter. Deadline.com reported at the time, a source said Fallon's mother had been hospitalized. Blackish star Laurence Fishburne has filed for divorce from Suits actress Gina Torres. Us Weekly said Fishburne moved to officially end his 14-year marriage this week after he and his wife separated in October 2016. Irreconcilable differences was the reason given for the split. Fishburne is seeking joint custody of their 10-year-old daughter Delilah, People magazine said. The couple announced this September they had broken up. Longmire and Young Guns actor Diamond Phillips was arrested this week for allegedly driving while intoxicated in Texas. Phillips was taken to the San Patricio County Court jail early Friday morning and released hours later after he posted a $2,500 bond. 55-year-old actor spoke as planned at a Voices of South Texas event in Corpus Christi on Friday night. WUSA 9 quoted Phillips as saying, "First things first, I want to sincerely apologize for an incident this morning. Some of you may have heard about that. It was a lapse in judgment. Obviously, I did not think I was in this state because I approached the cop. I thought I was fine. He thought otherwise. It was a mistake. It was stupid of me. I regret it, and it will never happen again." TMZ said Phillips was driving in Portland when he approached a police officer and asked for directions. The officer suspected the actor was intoxicated and conducted a field sobriety test, which Phillips allegedly failed. Lena Dunham mistakenly thought her longtime boyfriend Jack Antonoff was going to propose. The 31-year-old actress and producer recounted in a series of tweets Wednesday how she wrongly assumed Antonoff was planning to pop the question after 5 years of dating. Dunham wrote to her 5.6 million followers, "I thought Jack was furtively planning a proposal to me with his sister, and he just admitted I actually caught him talking crap about me." And she added, "Now I literally can't sleep because I'm laughing too hard and I'm also keeping him awake. 5.5 years, no Rick, and you know what? It's real nice." The girl's creator explained she jumped into conclusions after she heard Antonoff mention her name and finger in a conversation with his sister, fashion designer Rachel Antonoff. The actress said, "Also, they were huddled and I heard him saying Lena and finger, so obviously it seems like an engagement ring talk." She concluded, "Anyway, I wanted Cardi B's ring," referencing rapper Cardi B's enormous diamond sparkler from Migos member Offset. Also, Dunham also denied marriage rumors in July after calling Rachel her sister-in-law in an Instagram post explaining, "I've called Rachel that for years, no ring." She made the remark while captioning a photo of herself wearing one of Rachel's designs. The star said, "My sister-in-law at Rachel Antonoff made this dress. Pretty lucky she's in my family and required to dress me in fine linen." Rapper Fetty Wap was arrested Friday in New York City on 15 charges that included drag racing and drunk driving. Police reported seeing Fetty Wap, real name Willie Maxwell II, driving his Mercedes car faster than 100 miles per hour in a 50-mile-per-hour zone while racing another driver, TMZ reported. Police said the 26-year-old then handed an expired license and failed a field sobriety test, page 6 noted. Fetty Wap's other charges include reckless endangerment, driving without a valid license, unsafe lane changes, aggravated unlicensed operation of a motor vehicle, following too close, and speeding, among others. Fetty Wap was taken to jail and is expected to post bail. Producer, songwriter, and music mogul Sean Diddy Combs will receive the Hollywood Documentary Award for his work on the film Can't Stop, Won't Stop, A Bad Boy Story. Combs produced the feature and also appeared in it alongside fellow rap icons Faith Evans, Lil' Kim, Mace, 112, and the late Notorious B.I.G. The documentary chronicles the history of the fabled Bad Boy Records label. Actress Kate Beckinsale is scheduled to present Combs' prize to him at the 21st Annual Hollywood Film Awards ceremony, which will be hosted by comedian James Corden for the third consecutive year. The gala will take place at the Beverly Hilton in Beverly Hills on Sunday. The Country Music Association is backtracking on the media guidelines it issued early this week pertaining to the upcoming CMA Awards ceremony. The organization said in a statement, CMA apologizes for the recently distributed restrictions in the CMA Awards media guidelines, which has since been lifted. The segment was not to infringe and was created with the best of intentions to honor and celebrate country music. CMA reversed its decision after the gala's co-host Brad Paisley criticized it on Twitter. Paisley tweeted, I'm sure the CMA will do the right thing and rescind their ridiculous and unfair press guidelines. In 3, 2, 1. The singer followed up after CMA took back its edict. Bravo CMA Awards for doing the right thing and apologizing for this mistake. All are welcome. Let's have a great show. Variety said that CMA is trying to revoke the press credentials of reporters who asked celebrities about the Las Vegas tragedies, gun rights, political affiliations, and topics of the like. The late Tejano music icon Selena Quintanilla was posthumously presented with the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Quintanilla was a Texas-born singer-songwriter who was shot and killed by a former employee in 1995. She was 23. Jennifer Lopez portrayed the artist in the 1997 movie Selena. People magazine reported hundreds of the singer's fans lined up Hollywood Boulevard to attend the ceremony. Actress Eva Longoria and actress Edward James Olmos, along with the slain singer's family and friends, were on hand to celebrate the unveiling of Quintanilla's star. South Korean boy band BTS will perform at the 2017 American Music Awards. The annual awards show will mark the K-pop group's first performance on U.S. television, according to the AMA's press release. BTS will perform their singer DNA at the ceremony November 19th at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles that will be broadcast on ABC. The AMA's official Twitter account also shared the news online. The account wrote, @BTS_TWT is bringing DNA to the AMAs and US TV for the first time live November 19th on ABC. BTS members Jin, J-Hope, Rap Monster, Suga, Jimin, V, and Jungkook said they are so excited and honored to appear on the show. They said in a joint statement, we are so excited to be invited to the American Music Awards and to perform on the stage for the first time. All the members are honored to be on the show with other amazing artists, and we're proud to share this great news with our fans' army. The news follows the release of BTS's latest EP, Love Yourself Her, which has been breaking records since its debut in September. The group will release a Japanese single album in December and is also working on music with Steve Aoki. Aoki told Billboard on Wednesday, I don't know how much I can say, but we're working on some fun stuff. I love these guys. These guys are the geniuses. They're so creative on every level. And finally, the superhero epic Thor Ragnarok is the #1 movie in North America this weekend, earning $121 million in receipts, BoxOfficeMojo.com announced Sunday. Coming in #2 is A Bad Mom's Christmas with $17 million, Jigsaw at #3 with $6.7 million, Tyler Perry's Boo 2 and Medea Halloween at #4 with $4.7 million, and Geostorm at #5 with $3 million. Rounding up the top tier are Happy Death Day at #6 with $2.8 million, Thank You for Your Service at #7 with $2.26 million, Blade Runner 2049 at #8 with $2.24 million, Only the Brave at #9 with $1.9 million, and The Foreigner at #10 with $1.6 million. And as your entertainment report for Monday, November 6, 2017, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.